we'll go ahead and jump into our second act, our nerd news stuff. We got some great gaming pieces set up here, and Adnan, I'll go ahead and let you at it with the first piece.
Yeah, big news. So Julian Mercion, the man responsible for overseeing Konami's Fox engine, has reportedly parted ways with the studio in an announcement last week. So the news was first announced by Gameblog, although a lot of independent sources have kind of confirmed that it's actually true. So for those who are unaware of Mercion, he joined Konami back in 2013 as the company's worldwide technology director, and it was during that tenure that the company bespoke games engine was put into use on both Metal Gear Solid 5 and the most recent Pro Evolution Soccer titles. So before that, he spent 7 years working in and around Square Enix, including as CTO at IO Interactive, Eidos Montreal, and Crystal Dynamics, before ascending to the global ranks of global technical director at Square Enix itself. So there are no official news regarding why Mercion left the company. Sorry, let me rephrase that. No official news regarding why Mercion left has been announced. Rumours are swirling it's due to the Japanese giant's decision to shift away from the console market and instead embrace a mobile-first future. So yeah, that was the news.
Yeah, that is the whole situation with the Fox engine. It seems like such a waste, right? Like all the money, all the resources that 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 Konami put into creating this thing, and now they're just going to be using it for like soccer games. Supposedly they've dispelled that they are going to still make games. Supposedly, like AAA console games. There's a rumor last week, I think, that they weren't going to do it. They shot that down and said no, we still are. But what a shame, man! Like what a goddamn shame. And this guy's now left. He's only worked there for not even 2 years, like a year and a half, basically. And he's already leaving the company. That's so sad. Wow.
Yeah, well, it says a lot about the state that Konami's in right now, where the kind of directional changes coming about. I think Fox Engine was more of a kind of worms that they didn't want to happen. I think they had like a long-term investment plan into like kind of in video game development, and now they're kind of pulling out completely.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, can you imagine they must have put so much money towards making the Fox Engine? Because the entire point, it powers PES series, it powers Metal Gear Solid 5, it's obviously going to power PT and Silent Hills. Yeah, they obviously had big plans for it to kind of push the company forward and get games out, and now they pulled the plug on it and like kind of got rid of it. It's such a shame. It's such a great engine as well. It says everything about it.
Yeah, I mean it's a beautiful game engine. It's adaptable to like whatever hardware you're working on, and it shows because if you see, like, I'll give you an example: Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. If you see all the different versions of that game, they all look very nice. I mean, obviously the PC and if you're running it on high-end PC, or if you're playing it on PS4 and Xbox One, those are like the best-looking ones. But I've seen the PS3 one and the Xbox 360 one, and I mean, those are decade-old consoles at this point, and it still runs very well. It adapts to it so well. It's like the Catwoman of gaming engines. It's adaptable. It's really great. I think it's a really great engine. I don't know what the hell Konami's gonna do with it now. Their overseer, the guy who was like fucking basically the brainchild of it, if you would. Well, not the brainchild, but yeah. He had a big role in the Fox Engine's creation. He's now gone. I don't know. Like, I feel like Konami's drunk and they're drunk texting all of their friends and telling them to fuck off. And they're gonna make like really bad. This is gonna be a bad outcome when they wake up with a hangover. I don't know. It's another salt on the wound. I hope they use the Fox engine. I hope that whoever they hire knows how to use it. I would love to see a Metal Gear game or even a Silent Hill game with that, but I don't know what to think anymore, honestly, with these people. Yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, sadly, that's the news piece. Well, the second gaming piece we have here. So Rocksteady Studios, this is like the sequel news piece to a piece we did last month, but Rocksteady Studios and Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment have released a September update trailer for Arkham Knight's season pass. And, they showed off some of the stuff that's coming out this month, like the 2008 Tumbler pack, the racetracks from the Dark Knight trilogy, and a bunch of other stuff that's happening. But they also revealed what is going to be coming out next month in October for the season pass. And so in October, we're going to be getting three different DLC packs. The first one is called Batman Classic TV Series Batmobile Pack. And it says here, travel back in time with the Batman Classic TV Series Batmobile Pack. This pack includes the 1960s TV series Batmobile, the classic TV series Catwoman skin, the classic TV series Robin skin, and 2 racetracks inspired by the Batman Classic TV series. So basically what they did with the 1989 pack and the 2008 Tumbler pack, they're doing it with the Adam West Batman show. And then the second DLC piece is a story-based one that's set after the events of Arkham Knight, and it's called Catwoman's Revenge. And basically you play as Catwoman as she seeks her revenge on the Riddler. And then the final DLC pack is the Crime Fighter Challenge Pack number 3, which is going to feature various combat and Predator maps featuring Batman, Nightwing, Robin, and Azrael. And, no word on when those are going to be coming out, but expect them before the end of October. So, I was hoping they would do something Halloween, inspired.
Yeah, you're expecting too much, Chris. What a load of fucking tripe this entire fucking season pass has been. I called it from the beginning. The season pass was a joke. $40 and you're paying for this. Like, my God. This is why you should never buy something without knowing what the product is.
What's amazing me about this whole situation is how odd Rocksteady is handling this. Like I think it's really cool how they're like telling us what we're getting like a month before. Like they're letting you know, okay, here's all the things you're going to get in October. But why can't they give us release dates as well? Like I think that's so strange. Like for the September DLC, when we did the news piece last week, they said, like, okay, on September 1st, the same day fucking Metal Gear came out, they're releasing the challenge pack thing. And then they're like, oh, and then at some point in September, you're going to get these. And, like, the rest of the DLC, like, today they released the Tumbler one and some I think, like, a skin. Like, I think it's the skin from what Batman looked like in Arkham Asylum. And then next week they're releasing the rest of it. And it's like, fuck. Like, you guys are so, like really just throwing it like, oh, fuck, we gotta, we have a week. Go. Finish it.
They're throwing all minimal resources they can to get as much profit they can get out of this game now, because they're just literally, this season pass is one of the biggest jokes I've seen of 2015. Like, it is so bad. Like, the thing is, it's not even the fact that, the Batmobile, you get skins for it. It's the fact you can't even use them in missions, because you can't turn the 1980s Batmobile into a fucking tank mode.
Yeah,
which is already kind of bringing back bad memories out of tank mode.
From what I understand, yeah, the 1989 Batmobile, you could use it in the open, like, quote unquote open world map of Gotham City. You can drive around in it, but anything that involves needing to go into tank mode, they don't let you do. But apparently for the Tumbler, it can go into tank mode. That's what I've heard. I haven't played it yet, but I've seen like images of what appears to be the Dark Knight, Tumbler in its tank mode or whatever. So that one you can do. I can't imagine. I've seen pictures of what the classic what is it called, the 60s Batman TV series, the Batmobile. Yeah, I've seen it, and it just looks like a regular car, because, that's what it looked like, so I doubt it's going to have a tank mode. It'll probably be like, the 1989
I'm surprised Rockstar didn't push for the tank mode, since they fucking... Rocksteady did push for it, because they fucking love that tank mode in the fucking game. Oh, I hate that game so much. Thinking back on it, I really despise that game.
I would have loved if you can do tank mode, like, in all the Batmobiles, even though it doesn't make sense. Like, you just see it expand, and it makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the Adam West Batmobile turning into a tank? I just find that very funny. Like, I got it, Robin. We'll use our tank repellent.
Oh God, I wish I could have some fucking hell. But yeah, what they're offering so far, I'm just like, this is the exact reason why you don't buy a season pass without knowing what's in it. Or like they'll just sketch you from the beginning. Though Warner Bros. It's like, yeah, we're announcing a $40 season pass, and that's it. No details what's in the season pass. Almost like we'll do it as we go kind of mentality. It's like that doesn't really work anymore.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm concerned. One thing I am concerned about is, and I was actually thinking about this today. Okay, supposedly the 6-month DLC pass ends in November. There's some confusion about this because people are wondering if the costumes that they released in June, if that counted as one of the months, like the month the game came out. People are really confused if that counted as it. And if it does, then the 6-month period ends in November. And what I'm concerned about is I remember they started talking about how there was like a story DLC pack that's going to involve Batman, like, that's set, I think, before Arkham Knight. And then there's going to be those invading villains that's going to, that's set during the events of Arkham Knight. I'm concerned, like, how the hell are they going to do that? Like, how, like, they only have, like, they just announced October, and none of those are featured. And those two seem like really big DLC packs. So, like, how are they going to release that in November? Just, like, shove it all out there, before Black Friday? Like, what's the deal with that? That concerns me. I don't really know how the hell they're going to pull that off.
Yeah, fuck Warner Bros. I'm done. Like, I can't say anything else about them. They really do. They are really ranking badly in my books. I think this, but more I think about Arkham Knight, the more I have for it. Like, I just want to sell it because it's not a very good game at all. Mm-hmm. Like, when you play it, it's just like so bad in like certain places. I'm like, what the hell? It's like when you introduce like a really exciting feature and then they've ruined it with that one feature. It's like, oh damn it.
I'm just still sour about Riddler. That still pisses me off. The Riddler thing.
Yeah, that's another can of worms we can open up for another day.
That'll be like a whole topic. Us just bitching about the Riddler for like an hour.
Well, we've done that already on Spoilercast.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was. You guys can check that out. It's online. Yeah. Us bitching about the Riddler with guests, so it's really fun.
With guests, that way.
They're like, I know, like they just add into the hate pot. Yeah. But all right, guys. Well, that's it for our gaming stuff. We have some two movie news pieces we wanted to cover. So I'll go ahead and take the first one. But so this is a rumor, but it's rumored that Hayden Christensen, who of course everyone remembers from Episode 2 and 3 of Star Wars, the prequels, may return as Anakin Skywalker for Star Wars Episode 8. So it says here, according to the latest rumor, Darth Vader could very well be making an appearance in a pair of upcoming Star Wars films. So not only is Darth Vader rumored to possibly appear in Rogue One, which is the first Star Wars anthology film that's releasing next year, but also in Episode 8 as well. And the quote here says, a team in the UK are soon heading to the US to begin training Hayden Christensen for a Star Wars Episode 8 appearance of some sort, the outlet has heard. A fully operational chest piece for the villain, as well as his iconic helmet, are apparently being developed for Rogue One. And as for Christensen's potential appearance in Episode 8, speculation ranges from an Anakin-centric flashback to a full-blown resurrection of Vader. So right now, currently filming for Episode 8 is happening right now in Ireland and is reportedly featuring Mark Hamill's Luke Skywalker. So I know the article doesn't mention this, but another person commented possibly that since Luke Skywalker is allegedly in Episode 8, that maybe Hayden would appear as a Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker. Because if you guys remember in Return of the Jedi when they did the DVD release and in every subsequent version since, at the end of the movie when Luke looks at the Force ghost of Yoda and Obi-Wan and Anakin now looks like Hayden Christensen. He's become youthful in the afterlife. So it's possible he could be playing a Force ghost rather than Darth Vader. I think that would make more sense. I don't think Vader being in Rogue One is one thing. That makes sense, but I don't know. Having him in Episode 8, that doesn't make sense. He died. He fucking died. Like, and why would you get
Nano
Hayden?
machines, mate. Nano machines.
But why would you waste money on Hayden Christensen to pay this, an actor to play? You can put anyone in that suit that's tall, like you don't need to get Hayden. It's not even his voice; it's James Earl Jones, so it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I think if Hayden is going to be in episode 8, it would be a Force Ghost. That's the only thing that makes any sense. I don't know. I'm very unfamiliar with Rian Johnson's work. I know he's writing the film and he's also directing it, so I don't know what the hell he's gonna do. But I don't know, dude. What's your thoughts on all this? Like, this is a big fat rumor here.
It is. It's very interesting as well because many people thought they were going to bury the prequels as soon as they got the rights from Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I think maybe going back to the fact why they would get him is the fact I think he really loved that moment in episode 3 wearing the suit. Maybe it's just like they want someone familiar with it, just the fact that, it is him. Probably he will want to do it as well, and probably isn't going to charge much either to be in the suit either. 'Cause if he's in the suit, then yeah, it's what it is. But I'd be very interested to see. I think there's always another chance for someone to bring into it. I think the Force Ghost is like, yeah. Is what it is, but I think if there's potential to bring him back, then yeah, I mean, like, as long as he's not Lando's son, then it's fine.
Like, we've gotten Lando's DNA and we've cloned it with Luke's to form, for some reason, Hayden Christensen. Like, we made Anakin. Turns out he's instead of reptilian DNA, they use Lando's DNA, so he's everyone's father. That's the
like, welcome to Lando Park.
And it's all dinosaurs with just, Billy D. Williams' head attached to them.
Yeah.
What have we here? That's all they say to every single guest.
Some of them have Han's clothing on as well.
And it's awkward, and everyone's like, that's weird.
Well, actually going back to the actual story, though, it's interesting to hear. I like the idea. I think everyone deserves a chance. I'd love to see maybe Ewan McGregor make an appearance as well.
Oh,
if they are going to do the Force Ghost side, because I think he was, one of the redeeming factors of the prequels.
Definitely.
He really did sell that role. But I'm all open for second chances for people. I think it'd be great if you appeared in episode 8 and Rogue One. Yeah, it could work. I think it could work. It's just obviously taking it still with a grain of salt because we don't really know much more than that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely say this: it's within the realm of possibility money-wise, because God knows that Disney can afford it. I mean, they've been able to, this TV show, for fuck's sake, has James Earl Jones voicing Vader. The Rebels cartoon show. So it's definitely possible for them to do it. Yeah, I'd be very much down for it. I loved Anakin / Vader is my favorite character, acting aside, of course, but as a character, himself, I really dug him. I think he has a lot to him, but yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out. But dude, I guess close us out with our final movie news piece. Moose piece. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying.
Right, so this is one of the funnier ones we had this week. Zack Snyder says Batman vs Superman is essentially Man of Steel 2. So, as he continues his promotional duties for the 10th annual Doritos Crash the Super Bowl competition.
What the hell is that? Like, is fucking the Pope there, the Doritos Pope?
Dorito Pope. Director Zack Snyder sheds more light, via Kenobi, on the ever-evolving saga of whether or not Warner Bros. Pictures is developing a proper sequel to 2013's Man of Steel Beyond Superman's appearance in Batman v Superman and the 2-part Justice League movies that Zack Snyder is spearheading. So Snyder said, and I quote, "I think in a way Batman vs Superman is Man of Steel 2. Justice League is kind of transcendent Knights of the Round Table kind of story. It'd be interesting to think about what a standalone Superman movie might be," end quote. While he doesn't certainly shoot down the idea of a solo Superman movie, Snyder's comments certainly cast doubt that it's on the forefront of his mind, or the mind of his team spearheading the DSC extended universe. Well, there might be a bummer to those who enjoyed Man of Steel. Let's not forget that Henry Cavill's Superman will play a central role in Zack Snyder's Justice League movies. And he said, in reference to the 2 Justice League movies, we really have to figure out the why of them. And that's so weird. We really have to figure out the why of them. And I think that we have. that's the one thing that's cool to me about Batman v Superman. It's all about the mythology of these two massive icons, and I think that's compelling. Yeah, that's probably most of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big parts. Holy crap. I don't understand his quote though. So he says here, I think in a way, Batman versus Superman is Man of Steel 2. And in the same quote, he says, it'd be interesting to think about what a standalone Superman movie might be. Didn't he just say Batman vs. Superman is Man of Steel 2? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, he's basically contradicting himself. He's basically saying that Man of Steel 2 is Batman v Superman. At the same time, it's not as well, because it kind of branches off into its own story arc.
Right, yeah.
Because it's kind of, he's phrased it really weirdly, but he's kind of saying, yes, I'd like to see that, and yes, I'd like to see that, even though they kind of clash with each other. I'm so fucking stupid this, because we've joked about this, Snyder saying it the first time, yeah, it's a sequel to Man of Steel 2. It is Man of Steel 2 basically, and then he was like, no, it's not, and then he was like, yeah, it basically is. Obviously it is, because the entire point, it sets the foundation of it. The film, everything just links continuity wise. It shows it, for fuck's sake, it shows Ben Affleck watching Zod be that laser through the building. It obviously is a direct sequel.
Yeah, it's a direct continuation of that story. Obviously, it's a little bit more than that, because it now, it's not literally titled Man of Steel 2. It's Batman versus Superman. So, but it is that story's continuation. I'm sure people would benefit from watching. I'll put it this way: people would benefit from watching Man of Steel before they see Batman versus Superman, because it's going to be a continuation of Superman's journey from that movie. But now we're also going to be adding in the Batman element and his universe and what he's doing and what the hell's going on. And it's also, it's the subtitle too, Dawn of Justice. It's obviously also a lead-in at the same time to the 2-part Justice League movie. I have to say though, I'm really starting to hate Zack Snyder in general. I appreciate his work. No, really, I appreciate his work. I think he's he has a very visual flair to him. But I didn't like how discolored Man of Steel was. I'm really hating these pot shots he's taking at Marvel. I don't know if you heard about that. He basically talked mad shit. He called Ant-Man the flavor of the week. And I'm like, well, motherfucker, at least they're trying to do a super, Warner has only ever done Man of Steel, Superman and Batman, and they did that terrible Green Lantern movie that everyone's trying to forget about. At least Marvel's trying things and seeing if they work, But so that kind of pisses me off a bit. I think that's a cheap ploy to just talk shit. Why don't you put your money where your mouth's, put your money where your mouth's, or whatever, the fucking phrase. You guys don't.
Yeah, we get it.
Just basically make a good movie instead of bitching about other people's movies. Do that. I don't know, dude. I'm tired of him. I kind of don't want him to do Justice League now. I'm move along, move along. Just bring out someone else. Get Joss Whedon, right? Get Joss Whedon for Justice League. That'd be funny.
Joss Whedon. I don't know. Joss Whedon left a bad taste in my mouth after Avengers 2.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to almost cripple the superhero genre for me at that point. No, Snyder's very much. I think he's never been shy to hide his comments on certain things. He has been very kind of blunt, and I think he has a right as well, because a lot of people do kind of take out on his films. I think he has a right to kind of evenly so express his own kind of his own views on other people's films. His films are very much I think they do appeal to them. Depends. I think he intentionally kind of almost polarizes audiences though, because you will maybe some people like Watchmen, some people don't like it, some people like Man of Steel, etc., etc. The examples of what I'm saying. But yeah, he's not really clear cut about his kind of reasonings behind certain things. I think it also reflects in his films, which kind of makes people feel so kind of divided on them. Because he could have just said flat out, this is a Man of Steel sequel.
Right.
And I think people are just taking it on board. But I think it's because of this extended DC bullshit they do with the universe. Now it's no, it needs to be its own thing because it's going to springboard the DC universe even further with Justice League and like that. It's just really, people see past bullshit like that. But hey, I'm still interested with this film. I think it's one of the big times we'll actually see Superman and Batman on the same cinema screen. Yeah. Especially with that kind of scale budget we'll have. It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
Even if it is.
To add to that, I agree with everything you said, by the way, but to add to that also, I find I find this back and forth really weird because remember, I think we reported about it, or no, I don't think we did, but a few weeks ago there's this rumor that apparently the Warner Brothers executives that quote unquote had given a standing ovation to the early screening of Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, apparently they were so impressed by it that this rumor came out that they asked Zack Snyder to go back and do reshoots and to add more Batman to the movie. Because apparently they really liked Affleck's Batman so much that they're like, we need more of it. So you hear that, and then you hear Snyder saying, oh no, this is very much Man of Steel 2. And it's like, yeah, but now I'm hearing this. I mean, it's a rumor, so obviously there's no real facts behind that. But if that ends up to be true, I guess we have to judge the film, in all honesty. We have to see the film and see how that ends up being. I like you said, dude, I'm very excited to see them in the same room. I mean, I think people have been wanting to see this ever since, like, they made references to Superman in, like, Batman Forever back in, like, 1995. Ever since they started doing that, we've always wanted to have, like, this, you know, crossover event happen. And finally, it's a new universe, but finally we get that. So I'd be very curious to see how that plays out, definitely.